diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Bulldozes his way through. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They think they can create space here, but the run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Hurricanes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. There he goes to the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Knight. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the balls are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's got it down the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Volunteers will try to pick it up on 4th down. On the move. Slithers into space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And he gets the first down, and I guess, 4th down just means I'm going for it just about every time in nowadays football.
You know, the thing with analytics, David, is that you have to be brave enough to go against what you've always thought, being sound in the kicking game, kick it and play defense.
Yeah, those days are out the window. Now you've got a card that tells you your percentages of getting on a 4th down and scoring and not kicking field goals and a whole nother area to monitor in the case of coaching.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Got the first down and more. And that's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Back to throw, it's Averill. Fires to the right. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Quick strike complete. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and throws off the RPO. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. The corners are walked up tight. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield, it's Averill. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Back open in the middle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing to the right, complete. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
Finds a tight end. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Buys a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Quickly complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Makes the catch. It's Jimenez. Turning it on. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the stick.
Lofts one high indeed. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Got room at the 35. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Averill. On target to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And they had the extra point to finish the drive. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll pitch it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Buys a little time with his feet. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. It's a running room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big 1st down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a 1st and goal opportunity.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking downfield, it's Averill. Rushes on him. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Takes a hit as he fires. Just threw that one way too far.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Miami! They take the lead with the 6. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had in their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The ball come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Averill. Quickly to the tight end. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He might want another play. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Crosses the 45. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The give on the inside. Fighting off the defender. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To throw, it's April. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shoot.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half.
Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they've regained the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State.
Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Breaks the tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Averill. Grab near the marker. It's Jimenez. Touchdown, King! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get every... Breaks into the open. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think of, and he's over 150 yards receiving. And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Volunteers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
A 1st down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fires into the end zone. Touchdown ball! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Averill. He's taking a deep shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Might be changing the route. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Morris. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down. Clock's running. Got his man down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Under fire. Throwing on the run. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And with that incompletion, I know my head says, yeah, I want to go for this, and I want to go get the dub. But I think the smart thing to do is kick the field goal, go into overtime, prove you're the better team in overtime, and resist that temptation that you want to go out and win it right now.
This game will come down to this, a field goal trying to save them. And with 5 seconds left, this one to send us to overtime. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Averill. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 35, he's got room. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Wants to fire on second down. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Just drives it between the uprights. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Unloads quickly. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
If they can push this one in, they win the game. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. This is for the game. 4th and goal in overtime. They want to run this quarterback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. What a show both of these teams.